coming for like, come on, son. The fries, no, the fries at Chick-fil-A is like 80 million times better. Like
They
the
actually
lemonades is better. The shakes are better. Like, come on, son.
just cleaner. You know what I mean? Pop
Yeah,
plate is clean, man. What you told
facts.
me? I told you when I've been to in Harlem, bro. You told me they sell crack out that
They
bitch.
do, they do, they do. That's a fact. Like I'm not even snitching. Like the whole world knows. That's the crack spot right there. You know what I mean?
Uh,
Any fast food restaurant that's on a corner of a block in Harlem is probably getting crack dealt out of the bat. You know what I'm saying? It's just because of the proximity. You know, because you're right there. You know what I mean? That's why you gotta get your food out of the middle of the block establishment. You'll be fine. And yo, the Rucker is like literally like right down that block. Like if you go towards the water, the Rucker like you is like maybe like 3 blocks down.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I had a homegirl. She used to do her cookouts every year at the Rucker. You know what I'm
I'll
saying?
remember that next time, man. It's
Nah, let's still
we
go
got
back to home,
we
bro.
got we got to relax on that Chick-fil-A.
Yeah,
You can't number one can't be taken down.
no, no.
You know what I mean? Not with that weak ass sandwich. You know,
Mm-mm.
six skin.
Mm-mm. Well, that's for the spicy. For the regular, it was kind of thick. I ain't gonna lie. It was kind of thick. It was big boned. Lots of steroids, lots of steroids in those chickens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, them shits
I
ain't
think the
real.
steroids to strengthen up on my chickens.
Yeah. Shout out to fucking Ricky Ross.
Jose Canseco just snitching because they
Because he
fiendish.
fiendish.
All right, so let me. We recording the stream is live. I'm about to share the episodes to everybody. Then we can get the ball rolling.
Let's let's get it.
All right, give me 2.5 seconds so I can throw
Get
this
Nicki
out.
Minaj out the way and get to the real stuff.
Yeah.
Nah, we got. I mean, come on, bro. There's a lot of stuff we gotta talk about. That's why I said I don't know. You should just start at that first, because I want to talk about Trump and all this shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I
Bro,
guess.
it's a recession coming, and he got Dick Cheney on the squad, bro. Dick Cheney is on the squad, bro. He's like back, like he's going to fundraisers with Trump. This is the end of the fucking world. Like it's almost
So
over.
he's alive.
He's alive, nigga, and
Oh
he's coming
shit.
back, yo.
Oh, shit.
like, like it's the end of the world, bro. For real, for real.
He also said that Colin Kaepernick deserves a job.
Yeah,
who said
that.
who said that?
Fuck that nigga, man. But well, let's wait. Let me wait.
Hold on, yeah. We got energy, man. You know, I'm blessed and highly favored today.
Mm.
You know, it's about to get down, man. We about to get down to dirty. You know what I'm saying and shit.
Yeah, I'm almost finished my super sugary drink. So yeah, what?
It's my brother's birthday. My family downstairs, you know, mad at me because I'm up here, but I don't care because this shit got to get done.
How could they be mad at you? You just
Nah,
left all
nah,
day with
nah.
them at the
They
beach
joking. They
yesterday.
they they know what it is.
Oh,
Cause I was out with him
that's
all
what I'm
day
saying.
yesterday.
Bro,
You went,
think about it.
Yeah.
Think
you went
about
them.
this. Think about this. Why would they want you not defending Jay Z?
No. They know what it is. They know what it is, man. Plus, I
Exactly.
got him a dope gift for his birthday. You
Yeah.
know, they all laugh. We laugh, and everybody loves it.
You wouldn't be a good relative if you did
Actually,
not defend Jay Z.
I baked the lasagna and shit and burnt my fingers, so you know, they
Jesus.
owe me this time right here.
Jesus Christ, you're a madman.
You know what I'm saying? Give me 2 seconds so I can post this, and then. But y'all can
Mm.
start. Y'all can start. Matter of fact, fuck it. Go ahead.
We may start. Oh, we recording?
Yeah, I'm recording this live. All that shit.
All right. So, East Coast, Beast Coast, live. It's the greatest podcast. Huey Flea, fucking Newton, the Toro Negro, Professor Sex. I got like a million of them. I got my means, Kwame West,
Yes,
Julius
sir.
Rock. How you feeling, bro? How y'all feeling?
Fantastic, man.
Good,
Fantastic.
man.
How you feeling, Kwame West?
I'm good, man. You know what I'm saying? Living life, living
Yeah.
lavish, speaking Spanish.
There you go. So you been at Skills for Style Spills, High Bills in Brazil,
Mm-hmm.
by the Mill Ice Grill. Okay, and we're joined by someone that actually used to do the podcast all the time, but then she stopped fucking with us. What's going on, Porsche? How you feeling? You want to talk about that? Huh?
Um, I mean, you get busy.
This is beef. Okay. So we, there's a lot we want to talk about. A lot of shit has happened since the last time we fucking did this the fucking podcast. Um, at first, this whole entire podcast was going to be on Onika Tanya Mirage
Facts.
having Joe Button on her Stupid Queen radio show, but then
Stupid.
something overshadowed that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but
We just made the unslanderable list, bro.
we
We just
just made it. See, like, yeah, I was thinking about that too. Like, we just made this goddamn list, and this nigga just decided to backflip off that motherfucker. Ain't that some shit? This nigga did a suicide mission. Shit, crazy. So, so just to give some background, and then just do some talking to talk about it. Um, Nikki invited Joe Button onto her Queen Radio because Nikki's upset that Joe Button, quote unquote, has been lying on her. Joe Button gets there. Nikki yells at him like a fucking clown, a buffoon. In total fairness, she kind of yelled at him like how he yells at people when they're on his show. So it was kind of, and then Joe Button walks off. Was not allowed back in. Rory and Mal stayed to do more questioning, which, in my opinion, was the bitch move of the year. Nikki goes on the Joe Button podcast and does some more screaming, calls out Rory for his white privilege, which is shocking to everybody that was listening. Uh, fucking, uh, what else? Says she's been bullied since she's been in the game for the last 12 years. She also asserted that her husband's going to be dealing with niggas now because she's not dealing with any other men. There's a whole bunch of malarkey. Porsche, you want to lead us off? You want to start us off? How you feeling over there?
Well, I just it was disappointing to hear, but
Mm.
also just as a preference, I have not always been the biggest Nicki fan.
Oh.
So it's always just been like a casual, like, oh, okay, she made a lot of money and that's dope. Um,
Mm.
she's never been like I guess what y'all would call unslanderable for me.
Yeah.
But this was disappointing just because it was like, even if you do have a quarrel or beef with someone, uh, it seems like even with her and Charlemagne, he kept saying how many times he's had conversations with her about things that she's raised concerns about. So it's like, why do we need to hear you scream about it when you've had these conversations with the people who you say you got quarrels with offline? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it just kind of makes it seem even more crazy because they looking at you like, but we talked about this already, and why are you screaming in, in public place? Nobody's scared of her husband, and she is so ready to send him back to jail. It is quite sad. Like, she cannot wait to send him back to jail, and that's kind of sad because it's like, hey, yo, like, you should want him home with you
Yeah.
doing whatever you got him doing,
To
cooking
wear
pancakes
colorful
naked or whatever.
sneakers. To wear colorful
Yeah,
sneakers and denim shorts
yeah,
and pink
and
shirts.
yeah, and be wearing, Pepe jeans and stuff. So
Yeah.
it's kind of sad. But and then one thing I really was upset about more so, um, at Joe Budden and his podcast and her, like, I get it, like, you want to be, yeah, she was great, and it wasn't that bad, and we were very comfortable. But it's like, yeah, that may be so, but I mean, there are a lot of things she said that just was like, it just seemed factually incorrect.
Mm.
Like we as black women, first of all, we're not monoliths. No,
Mm.
no, no, no group of people is, but especially black people, we're the most diverse group of people ever.
Mm.
So don't be throwing like, oh, as a black woman making music with another black woman. It's like, no, we just didn't like Megatron, and we don't like it's does like has nothing to do with the color of your skin. Like, we deal with
Mm.
real stuff every day. We do not want to hear about you being mad that somebody said the Anaconda was trash, because it was
It was
trash.
fucking trash. It was awful. So
Like,
was
Video
Starships.
don't put that on black women.
video was quite amazing.
Yeah, but you watch it with the sound off.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
did. I did.
It's like, this
I
is good
posted the video.
stuff. This is
Like,
good.
Yeah.
He's got a
watch
good
that
point
watch
here.
that.
She's making good points in that video. You know what I mean? Like, I
You-
get it.
What? Which video?
The Anaconda video.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah. But I mean, Nikki, I think for someone that people say is the quote unquote GOAT, she's had a tremendous amount of misses. Remember Massive Attack?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all remember that
Yep.
song?
Yep.
Starships. The fucking song with Will I Am.
Bees in the
Uh,
trap.
Bees in the Trap. Fucking the da 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 da.
Nikki,
Remember that
Nikki,
song?
Nikki still living off of that monster verse. How long
That
ago was that?
literally is what I was
Slightly
saying.
gas. Slightly gas. You
And
know,
who does that? Who hold on, Jules, who does that remind you of, guys, fellas, ladies? A
Mm.
female rapper living off of one hot album, one hot verse.
Lauren fucking
Who
Hill.
Lauren
who does
Hill.
that remind you
Yeah.
of?
Lauren fucking Hill.
I saw Lauren Hill live twice, and it was very underwhelming.
hey,
Aw.
I heard the album, bro.
So what?
Aw. Aw. So yeah,
But
well,
I never. We argue about that often at work too, about her like actually being like a rap artist, because she never. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, yeah, like when she was with the Fugees, and like she did her thing. But as far as like being a rapper, I was just like, I mean, I
Lauren,
love Lauren Hill, but
say so. Lauren Hill was every other black female movie. It just was an album.
oh.
Like
Oh.
it was way to exhale all that shit. It just was an album.
okay.
It was.
I'm not gonna say nothing about that one. But not even
Beautiful,
say anything about that
beautiful
one.
Zion. When it hurts so bad.
So much same shit.
Yeah. So anyway,
Mhm.
Nicki Minaj sounded like a complete idiot, and I had high hopes for Queen Radio. Like I felt like you have all these fans, and you have all these people who are so attentive to you, and there's so much other things going. There's so many other things going on in the world. I'm not sure how we should care about uh, motorsport 3 years
Oh my
ago,
God, yeah.
which
The
is another
Motorsport
song
verse
that I
song
hated, by the way. But I mean, like,
sucked. Sucked. It sucks. And the shit that was annoying while listening to that Cream Radio episode is that you had to listen to so many goddamn Nicki Minaj songs.
oh, the
Like
best
back
part
to
about
back.
that was I caught it. I caught the clips. I was not about. I thought it was like a podcast. I didn't know it was like,
Mm,
hey, play my song. Yeah,
yeah.
I
I
think
wasn't with any of
you know
that.
what Nicki's problem is, bro. Nicki needs another producer, bro.
Oh.
She needs an elite, respectable producer instead of the motherfucking niggas that be producing the Ariana Grande and shit like that.
Oh.
Well, she said this new producer that her album is like super. It's top secret, and he's like a megastar.
So
And
he produced Megatron. I'm good. I'm good. I ain't
I'm
listening.
good.
No,
I'm good
no,
on
no,
I
him.
no,
ain't
no,
listening
no.
to
No,
Megatron.
that's
So
that's
He
a what's
said
the
he
name
said
record though, wasn't it? That was a
yeah,
Mega Stallion.
he said
No,
she said
Megatron. I'm
it's
sorry. No, never mind. Go ahead.
she said the executive producer. So that means he's not making the beats.
oh,
He's
the
like,
executive producer. Oh, I thought she said the producer. Okay, I should.
nah,
All
she's whoever it is guiding the album, the sonics of the album. And Megatron isn't gonna sound like the album because that shit flopped. So it might not even be on the album because it's not even like because you know how it goes. Like a major star puts out a single. If it takes off, then it's gonna be on the album. If it sucks, then it won't be on the album. You know what I mean? It'll just be like a single. That's what Drake does every time he puts out some shit.
yep.
So this shit didn't take off. That's when she probably called up Kanye. Was like, Kanye save me. Kanye was like, yo, send me some nudes. She sent them the nudes and
right.
so
Like
on and so forth.
who is like her like go to producer?
She doesn't have any. I
Damn.
mean, fucking, what's the nigga? Feeling myself. What's his name? Boy Wonder
Boy
used to
Wonder.
send out like a lot of production, but that's it. You know, that's it. She's like, listen, you can't. To me, that's the point I wanted to make, and then we can move on because I don't got nothing else to say. Nicki Minaj is no longer a superstar. She's a star. You know what I'm saying? When you are a superstar, there is a certain air of untouchability that you have to have about yourself. And Nikki doing that Queen Radio, being the host and the interviewer and all this other shit, it's like she wants to be Wendy Williams and Charlemagne the God and all these niggas. But Charlemagne the God would literally slap his mother in the face 27 times to be Nicki Minaj. You know what I'm saying? Like Charlemagne doesn't want to be Charlemagne. Charlemagne has to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, do a radio show, do a podcast, do another podcast, host another event, and that's just to make his money. Nicki Minaj doesn't have to do any of those things. You know what I'm saying? So
Well,
I
to be
think
fair, to, I mean, yeah, but I think, especially with Envy, like Charlamagne and Envy, technically probably don't have to work anymore.
No, they
But
do. They do.
I
All
don't
those
think
cars
so.
that they have.
Especially Envy, because he does so many other things other than the radio show. Like that's probably it. Low key almost could be a hobby for him.
No, he definitely has to work.
Wait,
That
who?
house,
Wait, what happened?
DJ Envy
DJ
doesn't have
Envy.
to work. He definitely has to do the DJ gigs, and he definitely has to do
I
Power
don't know. I'm
105.
not about the. I don't know. I'm not really about the count people's pockets. I'm not saying that he does. I'm not saying that he doesn't.
All them
What am
kids
I
they
trying to
got.
say? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I know what I was trying to say. I'm not saying that he has hundreds of millions of dollars, but I think that we'd be hard pressed to say that he's not wealthy.
Nah, I don't think he's wealthy at
I
all.
don't think he's. I don't think that because another thing is that like when I started looking up these people's salaries, like radio personalities or not nationally syndicated things, like Steve Harvey has a million jobs or had a
Mm.
million jobs, but he doesn't have to work them because he's still worth like 35 million. So I don't know. I don't think that, and I know it's not the point you're making, but I don't think they have to get up early. I don't think they have to do that. I think they like it, and I think they want to do it. But I think that if that show stopped, I do not think that they would be missing a check or skipping a beat at all. Especially Charlamagne, he's a best-selling author. That's a lot of money. That's millions of dollars.
I think if they didn't have to work at Breakfast Club, they wouldn't work there. Like you got to get up 5 o'clock, 4:30 in
I
the
think
morning every day.
yeah, I think
But I
also
mean,
though
but
they
I
had
mean,
like stake in the company though.
yeah.
Yeah,
And I mean,
that's
but a
great,
lot
but
of people do get up at 5 in the morning to go to do stuff that they don't really have to do anymore.
nah, trust me. Radio people do not want to work in radio in the morning. They don't want to get up. They don't want to. They don't. I mean,
I
you
get up
work.
if I get up if all it took was me to work an hour and a half and I made
They
2.7
don't work
whatever
for an
my
hour and
salary
a.
was
They
or
don't work
millions
for
of
an hour and a
dollars,
half. They work for 3 hours, and you
even
still got to
better.
do prep. You still got to answer phone calls. You have to be preppy
A
at
lot
five
a lot of
o'clock.
those interviews are recorded the night before too.
Yeah,
Yeah, but you
they
still gotta
don't
have
yeah.
energy.
So
You still gotta have like no. Trust me, nobody wants to get up that early unless they have to. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, they don't
I don't
unless they
believe
have to.
that, but okay. I mean, people get up for good. Robin Roberts get ups for Good Morning America every day, and she's worth
But
$60 million.
she's paid way more than radio host are.
yeah,
I understand that,
I
but
was about to say
okay.
yeah.
I guess the
She
point is we're
plays
not arguing
triple.
that, huh?
He plays triple. Why do you think people don't want? Why do you think people leave? Angie
That's what
Martinez left Hot 97 because Power 105 was syndicated. That she doesn't want to work every day. Like she
I
doesn't.
hear
They don't
you,
want to have to work
but
every
I
day.
don't think Angie Martinez. I hear you. I hear what you're saying. I don't think Angie Martinez is has the money, or I don't even think Angela Yee has the money or the stature that Charlamagne and DJ Envy do. I'm just saying that when you get to the point to where your salary is millions of dollars or whatever the case may be, like Howard Stern is still he's not retired yet. He's still doing his show on
Howard
Sirius
Stern
XM
works
because
3 days a week
I
because of that.
understand that, but what I'm saying is that he's still doing radio and he still makes a lot of money. I guess my point is this. I just think that if that show went off the air, they'd be fine. If Jamel Hill still got money and I don't even remember what exactly she did at ESPN, I'm pretty sure that DJ Envy and Charlamagne the God would be fine. But I also think that Nicki Minaj hurt herself. I guess if that's what I'm trying to. That's really the point I was getting at.
Yeah,
Because
before we move on, can I say this one thing?
Well,
So, all right, I was perfectly prepared to disrespect Nikki, but after yesterday, I'm not that mad at her.
why?
Simple fact is, bro, when Nikki was on top, you ain't heard from none of these bitches about trying to
Mm.
make rap careers.
But now that she's not a superstar no more, everybody's calling in.
Everybody, dog. I looked on when I show you this shit. Delicious got a song out.
Mm-hmm.
I Am Better got a fucking song out. Everybody got a fucking song.
Mm-hmm.
We need order.
She told about spicy mommy from Puerto Rico. Like, nah.
No.
We don't want to hear that
we
shit.
did have there were women that was calling Nikki's name for clout because I remember that girl
So
Keys or something.
what?
You know what I'm saying?
I need her back on top.
Yeah, she need to put another Starships out. Put another Starships out. Kick everybody else out because we don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah, man.
Why is Delicious rapping now? Is she 37 years old? Like, what the fuck? Get out of here. Beat it. Go home, Delicious.
We don't
We're
want to hear
not.
your music. We don't.
Give it up, delicious. You look like a man.
What is
We don't
that?
want to hear music. We don't want
No,
to.
Whoa.
that was like the line. That was what New York told her on the little show they was on. Give it up.
Oh,
Okay,
You
okay.
look like a man.
hold on,
Anyway.
yo, that bitch is 41 years old, yo. She's 41, bro. Delicious is 41 years old. Why is she here? Like, go away. Like, beat it.
Scram, skedaddle, the fuck out of here.
London Charles, Chandra Davis. Why does she have like 12 agents? This is awful. Davis also launched a music career, releasing her debut single and accompanying music video, Rump Shaker.
Rump shaker. We still say rump.
Hold on. Davis also released the song via MySpace titled The Movement, which is a response to the election of 2008 United States President Barack Obama. What? What?
Yeah, I kind of agree with Julius Rock. We need order.
Hey,
Nicki Minaj got to get
saying.
back on top.
You gotta get back on top, man. You ain't worry about none of that.
I think she got too comfortable.
Yo, imagine being 41 years old, shaking your ass in the club, talking about, yo, listen to my single. Stream my shit.
My new single, Rump Shaker.
Stream that shit. Get the fuck out of here, yo.
While you in the club, her kid probably old enough to be in the club with her too.
Oh my god, her children, grandchildren. All right, look, what do you want to do now, Julius Rock?
Come on, you know I want to go. You know where I want to go.
All right, so Kwame West.
Yes, sir.
How you feel about Colin Kaepernick, man?
You know, I still want Colin Kaepernick to get a job and do everything,
Yeah,
you know.
me too.
But
Yeah.
you know, at this moment in time, right now in my life,
Mm.
fuck that nigga.
Oh,
Yo.
oh,
I don't give two shits about that nigga, man. Fuck him. Like,
Hey, off the backboard, Kwame. Off the back.
yo, lob that shit up, nigga. Here.
oh. What about you,
Fuck
Julius
that
Rock? How
nigga,
you feel about?
bro.
Oh.
Yo, listen, bro. Listen, Colin Kaepernick. Kaepernick. That's his fucking first name.
He's
Fuck
capping.
Fuck that nigga, bro. You don't get to go against fucking Jay-Z. And act
No,
like
you don't. Yeah.
Listen.
She didn't go down and think he thought he was. Cap is tall guy. You got a nigga talking about defending. Nigga, what the fuck have you done?
Listen, dog. We've been holding this dude down for a long time since he first sat on the bench and stuff, right? We've been I had my back against the wall fighting people all bah. It's not about the military. Bah. It's not about y'all. Bah. You know what I mean? It's not about the flag. Bah.
Hard down bro. I went through every quarterback that was signed, and I said he's not better than Kaepernick, and I gave valid reasons why they are not. Not tell me Nathan Peterman is better than Colin Kaepernick. Ryan Tannehill's better than Colin Kaepernick. Ryan Fitzpatrick better than Colin Kaepernick. It's too many quarterbacks in the NFL right now that are not better than Colin Kaepernick. Football-wise, you cannot tell me that. But this nigga is jumping out the fucking window, bro.
Jumping out the window.
I think Kaepernick also forgot what the fuck he was protesting for. That bum ass nigga.
Know.
This shit is annoying, yo.
Can I
You can jump in here. It's like double dutch. Pick a,
Yeah. Let's. I just wanted to get that emotion out.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That's like the nice foamy surface. Now let's get to the body. Right. The issue of the matter. Right. Let's take it back to 2015.
Let's go.
Jim Harbaugh leaves the fucking Does somebody got the sound up? Because I can hear my voice. My bad. If you could just turn the joint down. Here we go.
Yeah.
Jim Harbaugh leaves the motherfucking 49ers, heads back to Michigan, right? We get a new coach, because everybody that listens to this podcast knows I'm a diehard 49ers fan. We get a new coach, Jim Tomsula. I don't even know how to pronounce his name. His claim to fame was the fact that he was a door-to-door knife salesman before he became the head coach of a professional football team, right? He was also a mechanic, a bunch of other fucking bullshit-ass jobs. So this nigga comes in, first 8 games of the season, Colin Kaepernick, who has a 7-year, $126 million contract, is stinking it up. The last game he played was against the Rams, where he had that famous play where they were on like 2 yard line, and I think it was Anquan Bolden or somebody who was a wide receiver was out in the flat. Nobody was even covering him, and he's waving at Kaepernick like calling audible. I'm open. Colin Kaepernick doesn't even look at him. Runs the play. It was probably like a loss or some shit like that. They benched this nigga for bland fucking Gabbard, right? 2016 season, something happens. This nigga gets radicalized. Malcolm X in jail. Somebody
Yo,
said some
oh,
shit
oh,
to
oh,
him.
oh, oh.
He started
Bro,
dating Nessa bum ass. That's what happened.
Yeah.
bro, you know what? I hate to do this, because oh god, we gonna sound like Whitlock.
No.
Oh,
Listen, man. I
like,
told them stop
bro,
arguing in front of
why
company, and they
why
did it
did
anyway.
it take 2016 to get Kaepernick aware? Why the fuck was this fucking awareness years before then? Well, he just woke up one day, got on YouTube and Google social justice. Fuck out of here, nigga. Fuck
That's
outta
the
here.
that's the issue. That's the issue because up until that point, this nigga had nothing to do with blackness, right? Wasn't raised in a black family. He almost looks Mexican. He didn't even look like he got African American in him. But unlike most black people that know they're black, when they get followed in the store or when a police like shoots them in the fucking head or some shit like that, we all said, "Fine, at least you're here, Colin. Thanks for coming and being with us, Colin." You know. So in 2016, he gets radicalized. Maybe it's Nessa. Maybe it's a Muslim that got to him. I don't know. He starts sitting out of the national anthem. That shit started in August, right? I think it was like a former Marine that was with the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Says it's disrespectful. Take a knee. He says, "All right, fuck it. I don't want to disrespect the Army. I'll take a knee." Fine. It happens again. Nobody cares. And then somebody asks him about it, and he gives an explanation and says, amongst other things, it's for police brutality, yada yada yada. You know the
Cool.
story from there.
Cool.
Everybody goes crazy. Motherfucking the president loses his shit. He shits his pants. It's just nuts. You know what I'm saying?
Can I add this on too? Can I add this thing on
Yeah.
too? Colin Kaepernick opted out of $14.5 million.
Hey, hold on.
The free agent. Okay, go ahead.
Before you do that, he's not started. Blaine Gabbert is started, and the Niners are losing. We won the first game by accident. I think we beat the Vikings. We won the first game, and then we lose everything else. And it's like, please, for the love of God, give Colin Kaepernick another chance. Do something. But the 49ers refuse to put Colin Kaepernick in unless he opts or rearranges his contract to where he can opt out and they can get out of paying him. And that's when he opts out so he can play again. Now, go ahead, Julius.
But no quarterback opts out of money. You get cut. You get fucking cut, because now if they cut Colin Kaepernick, right, you keep the $14 million, right? Them niggas either gonna trade your ass or they're gonna cut you. If they cut you, you keep the $14 million. And now, bro, if they cut you, they look fucking crazy. But when you opt the fuck out of $14.5 million when the market value for a starting quarterback is fucking 20, you look crazy. That's the biggest criticism of Colin Kaepernick. Why the fuck you opted now? Nobody opts out of fucking money in the NFL. Nobody guaranteed money. Nobody fucking does it in the NFL. You get the bag.
And that's one thing that we definitely argued about on this podcast and in that group was that why the fuck would he opt out? And I really felt like he only opted out because that was his only choice to play. And I think he thought that if he opted out and agreed to whatever the contract restructuring was, and his play would be good enough that he would get another chance. The problem is he went 1-10. So it's like,
bro, even if Cap didn't play, the 49ers fucking crazy not playing Kaepernick. They would have to play his ass any fucking way.
Yeah, eventually.
You had no fucking choice. You had no
Blaine
fucking
Gabbert was awful.
The fans would have raised hell and said, throw Kaepernick in.
Something else interesting happened during the 2016 season. He took his first protest in August. Know Your Rights camp. The first camp was in October. So it took 3 months for him to put out that Know Your Rights camp. So boom, right? 2017 off season, nobody signs this nigga. 2018 season, Nobody signs this nigga, and he files a grievance. Right? The grievance, what did it? It started taking place towards the end of the 2018 season. I think it was all. What was it? No, I had to read. I read an article that Jamel Hill wrote, and I think the way that she wrote it was. Hold on, I'll tell you right now. Give me 1 second.
Nigga had a job. Nigga had listen. Colin
Before you even do
Kaepernick.
that,
Go ahead.
the hold on. Where is it? Technically, Colin Kaepernick withdrew his collusion case. Technically, the NFL did not admit that it conspired to blackball Kaepernick from the league after he began to take a knee, but they still halted the process because the NFL didn't want all the shit that they had on the NFL to come out into the public, right? So they got Kaepernick and Reed got paid. All the information, all the receipts, all the text messages, the emails that may have been incriminating have all been sealed, and the public will never ever see them, right?
And
People have
from what I gathered, what I gathered was the settlement was back pay.
yes, back pay. Back
Okay.
pay.
So it depends how much, you know what I mean? How much he would have made. So I'm assuming 2 years worth of work. I'll say Cap probably got roughly $30 million.
At the very least.
Very minimum.
Reed probably got something like what, like 10 million, you think? Maybe
10
12 million?
10 between 10 and 20 easily.
That's a big ass bill right there, I'll tell you that much. It's a lot of money for all that information that they got to not come out into the public. Now, this is kind of what I want to bring up later. We could talk about other things, but when this shit happened, we all kind of looked at it funny, like, really, my nigga, you don't want to like let all this information come out? You want to keep that shit to yourself? But what do we do? We gave him the benefit of the doubt, did we not? We said, all right, fuck it, it's you, Cat, you the nigga, you know. But yeah. So, and then what else happened next after that?
Hey, your camera on. Hey, we streaming.
Oh my god. So,
Baltimore offered. Well, I ain't gonna say offered. He had a contract potentially lined up, right, with Baltimore, right? But his chick came and fucked it up by saying the owner and Ray Lewis is like, you know, Steven and the Candyland nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even though Ray Lewis is a coon, hey, I agree.
He is a coon, but here's the thing.
Coon.
You can't say, hey, you coon, you want to sign me? Huh? Do you and your master want to sign me? You can't just go into that like
Seahawks, they said Pete Carroll asked this nigga, all right, so what's the plan? And they said Cap didn't have a plan.
Nope.
And you know what pisses me off the most is because Cap, you're not even advocating for your fucking self. You're not even talking for yourself. You got all these other talking heads talking for you about what you want. You nigga, all you do is tweet. Nobody hears you.
He like that shit pisses me off because all he do is tweet quotes and shit. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean, Kaepernick? Like, you know, and that's the thing. Like you were saying earlier, you know, we went to bat for this nigga, and it's like, he doesn't say shit. He doesn't defend himself, and it's like he posts these cryptic messages, and I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? You know, and it's mad annoying.
And before I go forth, right, they're gonna say, hey, y'all a bunch of biased ass Jay-Z fans.
No, they're gonna call us coons. Somebody told me I hated being black. And I'm like, the fuck? Like,
bro, listen to me. Listen to me. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna speak for all of us. If you think I'm a biased Jay-Z fan, you're goddamn right.
Goddamn motherfucking right.
I have no objectivity. When it comes to Jay-Z, but nigga, I'm gonna throw some facts at you niggas. All right, we're gonna talk
throw the facts.
Throw some facts out there,
bro. Listen, let's. We're gonna wait till we get to the Jay-Z part. Let's wait till we slide home in there.
All right, pause. So, boom, right? This nigga gets paid. Everybody's getting paid.
Colin Kaepernick signs with the fucking Panthers.
Signs with a 3-year deal. What's that? $28 million?
No. He signs. He gets a 1-year deal and then gets another 3-year deal.
That's a lot of money. I know if I was personally trying to
still do whatever the fuck you want to do, but hey, that's the there. Keep going.
I know if I was trying to convince people that I was being blackballed, I'd be upset if my man's that was right next to me was signing contracts. But you know what? It's all good, right? Get your money. So boom. So Eric Reed signs with the Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
Colin Kaepernick gets endorsed or signs, I guess, another contract because he was already with Nike.
Uh-huh.
Signs another contract with Nike. Nike says, we're going to give you money to be the face of our company.
Uh-huh.
And we're going to give you money to do your social justice initiatives,
Mm-hmm.
right? Did
Uh-huh.
anybody have a problem with that at all?
No,
Nope.
No, no
but
issues
there was a
there,
little,
right?
but there was a point in that situation. Go ahead.
What's the point in the situation? You
Nike,
what's the
Nike is the official apparel
of
of the
the
NFL.
NFL? But nobody cares about that, right?
Uh,
We it's all good there. We good, right? We good.
uh,
And
Everything's good.
who is Nike in business with? Just curious. I don't know.
I don't know who.
I don't know. Some NFL.
I
Oh
just said
shit.
that. I
Oh,
just said that. I just said
yeah,
that.
you
It's
just
not-
said that. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
Like-
You gotta remind
It's all right.
niggas. Gotta remind niggas, yo. Gotta remind niggas.
Gotta, gotta remind. So,
Yo, if you don't say it twice, niggas
Mm.
just, you know what I mean. It doesn't stick. We're just
Yeah,
gonna say it
I'll
again.
say the third
Yeah.
time. Nike,
Again,
Nike makes the
last time.
uniforms for the
Finish with
NFL.
Nike's with the NFL. Okay, all right. And this is the same Nike that had like child labor laws that they violated, but that was a long time ago. Doesn't matter now, right? Who
It's
cares?
still going on.
I'm pretty sure what Phil Knight voted for Trump, but hey.
Yeah, sure. So at this point, Colin Kaepernick is basically getting paid to do social justice initiatives, right?
Uh-huh.
It's basically getting paid to be the black face of a white-owned company to justify, or not even justify, but just to say, hey, look, we're not that racist. Look who we got, huh? Look at this guy. Look, see, he got the fro. He's buying black kids T-shirts and teaching them how to interact with the police, right?
Mhm.
Nobody has a problem with that at all. We're all good here, right? Things are good, right? So boom, let's fast forward. This is February. Let's fast forward to August. I don't know. Let's say, what was it, the 16th or some stupid shit? The NFL announces that they have a partnership with Rock Nation and Sean Corey Carter, aka Jay fucking Z. Now, if people don't know, Rock Nation and Jay Z have a long storied history of I don't know. Let's see, bailing fathers out on Father's Day that are in jail,
Mhm.
paying legal fees for motherfucking Black Lives Matter protesters.
Mhm.
Let's see, the Song Carter fucking Scholarship Foundation. Donating money for kids in Columbine. The 9/11 shit. He was giving the fireman niggas money.
Mhm.
Various other fucking charities that probably we don't forgot about.
Mhm.
The Khalif Browder documentary,
Mhm.
the Trayvon Martin documentary, the Meek Mill documentary. So he's just someone that has used his money for good, right? Um, he aligns with the NFL, and I would say the one thing everybody has in common is when we first read that news, we all said, "Wait, what? He's doing what? Huh?
Mm.
Like the NFL for real?" But some of us gave Jay Z the same benefit of the doubt we gave Colin Kaepernick when he announced his Nike deal, or
Mhm.
when he announced that he had settled with the NFL, and that all the information that probably could have been used for the next collective bargaining agreement will be sealed up and shut and never heard from again. We gave Kaepernick a benefit of the doubt. Some of us gave Jay Z the benefit of the doubt. The overwhelming majority, however, did not. To the point where if you Google Jay Z NFL, all you see are headlines from black journalists and black owned websites trashing that NFL deal. Now, my question is why, Julius Rock, Kwame West?
Mhm.
Why?
Because
Why do
because
people
niggas
not
don't.
like this?
Well, they hate Jay Z and they don't understand social justice. They don't understand the NFL.
Oh.
They just don't understand the NFL. It's that simple, bro. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So, like, Colin Kaepernick brought awareness. Okay, bet we've been
Mm.
aware for a while. You know what I mean? Some of us have been aware before Cap taking a knee, but that's neither here or there,
Mhm.
right? What harm? This is my issue with writers. They're saying Jay Z ruined a boy buried Cap career. Cap ass wasn't getting signed any fucking way.
It was over.
It's week 3 in preseason. If
You
they
know,
don't call this nigga now, 9 out of 10 he ain't getting called. The season's around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't calling that nigga anyway. Jay-Z was not the nail on the fucking coffin. Where was this energy in
Mm.
fucking July when they're
Yeah.
signing these fucking insurance agents and these fucking arena league quarterbacks?
yeah.
Mm.
You
Wait
know,
a minute.
my
Go ahead.
thing. I was listening. We watched the Killer Mike joint on Bill Maher, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, and I agree with what Killer Mike said here, and I don't think a lot of people heard this. He said if Colin Kaepernick did get a job, then what? You know, like the police brutality shit is still happening.
It's not over.
It's
It's
not
still
over.
happening.
So it doesn't matter if he gets a job. It's not gonna stop. So the point of this whole move with Jay-Z is for them to tackle that shit. You know?
Bro,
I'm gonna be real with you.
it's-
Yeah.
Go ahead, Julius.
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm gonna be real with you. There's literally nothing the NFL could do to stop police brutality. Like that shit. Anything that you want to make, anything that you want to change in America, it's not a protest that's going to stop it. It's attacking the pockets. You know what I'm saying? Money is what makes shit move in America. Fucking Donald Trump wasn't signing criminal reform bills because he wants to make black folks happy. It's because putting people in jail and keeping people in jail are more expensive than keeping them out of jail. That's why he's sending it. He's signing that because it's going to save money. You know what I'm saying? Nothing gets changed in this country unless money is involved. Either you're hurting somebody's money or you're giving them more money as a motivation. So how can we get mad at Jay-Z for doing a deal with the NFL when that's literally how everything works in this country? Like, unless you're someone who's a fucking socialist, a communist, who just wants to destroy the entire capitalistic structure of this country, you cannot be mad at this man for trying to make change, how he's always tried to make change with
Also,
his
bro.
wallet.
Also, bro, niggas swore up and down. I'm not watching NFL and the niggas ratings. Listen,
Hold on.
I'm gonna go back to the original point that niggas do not understand how the NFL works. Niggas are casual fans. The NFL is deep rooted.
Can
It is deep rooted. Think about it. NBA, small market, big markets, right? NFL, it doesn't fucking matter. Whether you in fucking Green Bay, Cleveland, fucking what's the other team? I said a fucking team.
Cincinnati.
Niggas, Pittsburgh. Who the fuck wants to go to Pittsburgh?
Fucking
Dog,
Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay, the market, dog. It is deep rooted loyal support. So even if everybody stop watching the NFL, the ratings go up.
Yo,
do you know what make NFL booming, bro? Right now, bro. Right now, the NFL would be doing crazy numbers if they had a fucking streaming service. Let me pay $10 a month to see every fucking Panther game this year, no matter my location. Give me the app, give me crystal clear fucking film, and the pockets go up even more. You can't protesting NFL doesn't do a goddamn thing to get Cap's job back.
All right,
Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. I had to jump in here real quick because Ken is in the comments on YouTube, and I had to tell him something before he dipped. All right, so Ken, he asked what happened to the money that the NFL promised for social justice.
Nobody knows, nigga.
All right, so two things. They gave money to what's his name, Malcolm Jenkins. Nobody knows what the fuck he did with it. All right. Second thing, Google NFL inspired change. Okay, that's the social justice movement they got. Because Malcolm Jenkins, nobody knows what he did with the money. They bought in Jay-Z. He's going to be in charge of that. All right.
Bro.
Well, the question. I mean,
what happened with that? Didn't they get $83 million in Players Coalition?
Is that what they was? Is that what Reed was talking about? How they 5,000 and the players had to match it and all the other shit. Is that the Players Coalition?
I thought the owners just gave. I don't know about them. I don't even know what the Players Coalition was. I never heard of that shit until like last year. But I remember the owners just like allotted $80 million over like 5 years.
Yeah,
social justice issues. But like like what is social justice issues? How do you quantify a social justice issue?
But that's why they got Jay-Z in here so that
exactly. Like,
because them niggas don't know shit, and that's the point. The
yeah,
NFL, that's the whole fucking point of this
the
whole
whole
thing,
fucking
man.
point.
And it's like
Like,
I sound really passionate about this because I am, and it's like because you motherfuckers are stupid, and it's
it's
annoying,
it's
yo.
it's aggressively still like you don't think with common sense. Like we love as much as we love what Kaepernick did and Eric Reed did and how all these players
Man,
want to
fuck
do
everybody.
something.
I'm saying, bro, I'm saying this from
You know,
man. Fuck.
when
Hold on.
you
As much as we enjoy what they did when they did it, these motherfuckers don't have experience to work in these rooms with these fucking vultures. They don't have that experience. They don't have. They can hire people, but Rock Nation has
Uh,
specialized in this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hello.
yo,
yeah,
Can you hear me?
yeah,
yeah.
Sorry.
Offense
I
portion.
just wanted to
No.
clear. You asked about the Players Coalition, and I just came back because I was doing something. It's like $89 million over an allotted period of time that they gave to the coalition for to use however they saw fit when it came to social justice. So it's an ongoing stream of money that they said that they set aside. Not somebody took it and ran. It's like over like 7 or 8 years that the NFL owners said, "Hey, we're going to give you this amount of money, and you can do with it as you please when it comes to social justice." So that's why, like in Philadelphia, Malcolm Jenkins, they have like their something. They work with the courthouse, and what do they do with probationary people on probation and stuff like that.
hmm
And then somebody else in Houston, they have their own foundation, but with the NFL, using the money that the owners gave them. So it is still ongoing change that they use. I mean, ongoing things and initiatives that they use
hmm
throughout the league, but even before Jay Z came in, so that is an
what?
actual thing. And he didn't take the money and run either.
So what about the inspired change thing? That's what Jay Z is in charge of. With the
Yeah,
NFL was
and
already.
Right, but
that's
inspired change, and whatever Jay Z's doing is separate from what the owners. Because what happened was the owners said it was four main people: Malcolm Jenkins, and what's I forget Malcolm Jenkins' teammate. I just all Googleable information that I should have looked up, but it's him. It was like four main people that the NFL was negotiating with outside of the NFLPA, and so they were saying like, hey,
Well,
we
the
can.
PA is useless.
It
Yeah,
is.
but what Eric Reed was saying was that he felt like it was deceitful because you're doing this behind the NFLPA's back. But Malcolm Jenkins was saying, well, nothing was getting moved forward. You just wanted us to just hate the NFL, and we can't do that. This is becoming a hostile environment. Like they're making it seem as if like we can't do this, we can't do that. Like we have to figure out something. And so that's what kind of cooled it. And that's also why the kneeling. You remember they had the thing where they were like nobody can kneel during the anthem or whatever, and they pulled that away.
hmm
mm,
That was the negotiated part of getting the money. It was like, all right, we'll give you the money, and we won't say you can't kneel. That's why it got taken away. That was the four people negotiating, and Eric Reed was mad because he wasn't him or Kaepernick. They weren't of the two people, and neither. And they also didn't pledge money to Kaepernick's "Know Your Rights" campaign either. So that's why he felt like it was
But you know why they
betrayal.
wasn't a part of the shit? Because they didn't think of the shit.
Agreed, but I'm
You
just
didn't
giving
fucking think of
context
the
to what
shit, bro.
happened.
Hold on, give me one second. My issue, this is if I take away the Jay Z shit aside, and I'm
mm,
expressing to you two guys, my issue with this social justice shit
hmm
is that it's just a hashtag, and nobody gives a fuck about the
mm,
social justice issues. Niggas
mm,
know these issues. The issues have nigga. We got a gun issue right now.
mm,
We have a fucking education issue. We have a
mm.
health issue. Nigga,
Climate change.
every time you look on the fucking internet, some a food is getting recalled, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Social justice issues is a big ass fucking bucket of shit. But niggas keep telling me my issue is you can't keep telling me or people that are in the trenches that yo we're fighting for you. Nigga, what are you doing? Cause I clearly don't see the fucking cause I'm clearly fighting and I don't see you helping me out here.
It's
Don't
because
give me quote, niggas. Don't
because
give me quote.
they don't know how to they don't know how to fight. That's why Jay Z was brought in with this
Well, I
because
don't believe that.
Jay Z is the one that knows how to deal with this shit. They this is something that Rock Nation has been specializing in for years.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
but
saying?
when it comes to social justice, you don't have to have experience like to you know like I don't believe that they said, oh, the NFL players are not handling social justice correctly, so we're gonna bring in Jay Z. I don't believe that at all. Because they
But then
again
why
they
did they
all
bring?
have they all because they all had their own foundations and teams. Like it was actually, if you want to be honest, more organized than what people thought. Because for every issue that you just brought up, Julius Rock, I know for a fact the guy that was a nominee for the Walter Payton Man of the Year award for, I think it was either Cleveland or Cincinnati. It was the Ohio team. He was showing people how to grow their own food. So they all are doing those things, and you talk about it's not going to get talked about because the problem is that people keep overshadowing it with, but Cap doesn't have a job. But there were so many good things that did come out of those players getting that money because a lot of people who didn't have foundations now have them. A lot of teams who didn't have schools that they supported now have them. They have the funds to do what they wanted to do. So it might not sound like a lot, and that was the argument that some other people had was that, oh, 89 million is nothing to the owners, but it's something, and especially when you got people willing to do the work, it's a lot of money. There are people who don't have money to get glasses. Vaughn's Vision supplies glasses to people who don't have who are in between, they can't read or whatever the case may be. Like all these players have things that they're doing within their respective communities and cities, but we're never going to know about it because people are still angry about Cap not getting a job. To be fair, I'm not arguing against what you're saying. I'm just saying that I don't believe that Jay Z was brought in because NFL players didn't know how to affect change. I think that for whatever reason it was to aid in it, but I don't think it was because they didn't know what they were doing. What they were doing, they've actually been doing quite well here.
Well, then Rock Nation was brought in to aid in that, but they're better at broadcasting what needs to be done. They're better at, to me, like they have more experience with, like, if you look at the documentaries that they put out, and that's pretty much, it sounds like what they're there to do. You know what I'm saying? Like to put that shit on blast. But either way, the issue I've been having from the jump is the fact that we as a people are not offering or not giving Jay Z the same benefit of the doubt we've been giving Cap for a long time. You know what I'm saying? And the response to that, to Rock Nation aligning with the NFL, was mostly negative, and it turned into Kaepernick versus Jay Z. And literally, if you listen to any Jay Z verse in the last couple of years, it's him saying, "I'm not against any black person. Like I'm with black people." You know what I'm saying? I think the probably the biggest problem is the fact that when you're as big as Jay Z, and I'm not saying like famous, I'm saying in terms of like the company and all that money, you're not gonna move without stepping on toes. So maybe Kaepernick got his toes stepped on, but nigga, get over it. Like either get over it or call Jay Z up and curse him out and say, "What the fuck is you doing?"
Speaking,
You know
yo,
what I'm saying?
let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. So, if Jay Z, because I really want to talk about, what if Ho becomes an owner, part-time owner? All you need is 20. Ho worth $1 billion right now, so I say Ho probably could get maybe 10%.
But he's worth $1 billion. That doesn't mean he has liquid cash to buy that shit.
I
You
think he,
know?
I I I think that they don't. I think that Hove. I think him getting into the owner room is not a bad idea.
I it may not be a bad idea. I think that whole TMZ story, because there's only one person, only one place that reported that shit, and that was TMZ. And there was literally no source,
No sources,
like
yeah.
no another name. It was just, oh, it's an unknown source, and they're saying maybe soon.
Shit, it might have been
They don't.
Tata. I got
Yeah,
But
like who's
but
the
real shit,
source?
if Hove becomes an owner, he can do a lot. I'm telling you, bro. Listen, listen. So boom, he gets in. Let's say he gets 10%. Right now, he got a boss. Now he's gonna need a couple billion to get to 50% of the company. You know what I mean? Because I used to think owners had 100% until Jared Richardson for the Panthers when he gave up his stake of 50%, he was in like it was looped in with the Bojangles niggas and the Belks niggas and the Dollar Tree niggas, all those niggas. You know what I mean? Because it just costs so much money to run a football team. You know what I mean? But if Hove can get to 50%, prime example, using the Panthers again, niggas going from Charlotte. I mean, the stadium's still in Charlotte, but they about to build a whole new practice facility in South Carolina, right? Right there by fucking
Mm.
Carowinds. You gonna bring 200 jobs off GP. You know what I mean? Because you can't have robots to run a football team, right?
Mhm.
Boom. Companies are going to want to link in because it's going to be new land. You want to put your Starbucks there. You know what I mean? It's going to be so much job growth, right? That's just in the South. Imagine if Hove got a team, had 50%. Imagine what he could do for job growth. You know what I mean? Imagine if, hey, I want to bring my team here. You sure I would like a tax cut, but I would also like this. Because I seen this, I seen the owner of the Panthers just say, yo, I'm trying to bring you this. I need a tax cut. What if you could negotiate something besides a tax cut to really affect some change?
I don't know, bro.
Just throw
So
it
much,
out there, bro.
so much of that is like it's hypothetical, and it's like stuff that's like it's gonna take years to happen. You know what I'm saying? And to me, I can't speak on what that man wants to do. He has his own life, his own mind, or whatever. I personally admire him more for being like the football agent guy, the basketball agent guy that's kind of guiding motherfuckers' careers. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Rather than the fucking all this other shit. You know?
Yeah, I agree. Also, I think it would be cool if he was an owner. That would be cool. But I think I like him more as the one showing niggas how to do shit.
Yeah,
You
man.
know?
That famous line that everybody keeps saying, show them how to move in a room full of vultures.
Yeah.
Like I think you could if you could train 60 more Jay Z's, I think it's more important than being an owner. You know?
Bro, if you could teach Beyonce how to read, bro, you can do anything.
Yeah, that is true. At the end of the day, that's the most important fucking
That's the
fact
most.
of all time, man. But
That's the
yeah,
most.
And it's like Geno Smith is trash, but he still has a job. Why?
mm-hmm.
You know who his
Right.
agent is?
Ooh.
It's Jay-Z.
Oh shit, for real?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't Robinson Cano get like a $220 million deal
He did.
to play in fucking Seattle? Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. I think there are specialties that Rock Nation has. I think that like I said before, there's like toe stepping, there's nudging, you know what I'm
Yo,
saying? Like
oh,
that report that just came out of Jermaine Dupri was offered kind of the same thing
Yeah.
or close to the same thing that Jay-Z has, and Jay-Z told him not to get it. That's definitely like, like you're an elephant and you just knock a whole fucking tree over or some stupid shit like that. Like he's just big, man.
That's what I
He's
said. I
big.
said, yo, Jermaine Dupri is a grown ass man, yo.
He should have said, "No, fuck you, nigga." I'm saying that's what Travis Scott did. That's the other thing.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah, he did.
yeah, that's the other thing because all this emotional reaction to what Jay Z did on both sides, but especially from Kaepernick, from Eric Reed, from Nessa. There are people.
yo, didn't Nessa them slander Travis Scott for doing Super Bowl?
Yeah, she said that he didn't ask Kaepernick or if he should do it or not. But all these emotional reactions to what Jay Z did. When Jay Z tells niggas that they shouldn't do something, or he gives them unsolicited or solicited advice, and they go against it, you don't see Jay Z like, oh, this nigga Travis Scott is a bitch. I told him don't do it. It's like, bro, like I guess I kind of expected more than just like that hurt, that pain. I can understand if Kaepernick didn't get paid from the NFL, if he didn't get the Nike contract, and he was like legitimately struggling to live. But them niggas is comfortable, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Not only are them niggas comfortable, we're comfortable because for weeks I haven't been thinking about Kaepernick. We've been looking at these preseason games,
I ain't gonna
these
lie to you.
practices.
I ain't thought about the nigga the whole year. I said
He's
my Jets
comfortable,
finally look good. I said,
bro.
But
As
you
soon
know
as
why, right?
that settlement, that that gif, I think I posted it. That gif of New York closing the door and going, "Ooh, child." That's what we thought of when Kaepernick got that settlement money. It's like, all right, nigga, you got paid.
Which,
Congratulations.
bro, me personally, I think it's people. Number one, nobody has to check in with Kaepernick. You can do anything you want. You don't have
Mm-hmm.
to check in with Colin Kaepernick. You know what I mean? I think personally that we built Cap up to in Cap's in
Sainthood.
his mind that
Mm-hmm.
you cannot do anything with the NFL unless you
Mm-hmm.
check in with me or you're a sellout. I am the
Mm-hmm.
end all be all. The bus starts and stops with me. That's not the case. Like, like realistically, the NFL is going to be here long before Cap. Before
Mm-hmm.
Cap is going to be around when Cap ends. You know what I mean? Cap leaves his world.
Mm-hmm.
Simple as that.
Mm-hmm. So he's gonna be around, man. We all closed the door on that issue. We said, all right, he's paid. Let's move the fuck on. Like enough is enough, man. Like I mean, I would love to see Kaepernick play a game again, but it's not going. That's the thing. I was listening to the Sean King podcast, and Sean King was like, there are certain black people that you could just never say anything about. You could never do anything about, and Jay Z's one of them. I'm like, nigga, have you been paying attention to the last 20 years? Niggas talk shit about Jay Z all the fucking time. What are y'all talking about?
Like
Like they talk.
niggas said, oh, Jay Z's a rat. Like one of my boys was like, yo, Jay Z a rat. How you gonna do it with that? He got paperwork. I'm like, well, first of all, Dame Dash didn't say he was a rat. He said his somebody he's working with is a rat.
Desiree's a rat. Yeah,
Like the
the bitch
fuck.
that's in charge of rock. That's what I'm saying, bro. Niggas talk about Jay Z. Yo, they talk about the elevator incident. They talk about his hair. They talk shit about this man all day. You know who's
Bro,
the black person that we cannot talk about in the black community at all? Colin fucking Kaepernick. Somehow he got elevated to sainthood, to martyrdom, where he's up there with Muhammad Ali, Malcolm X, and Martin Luther King. But this nigga, for a martyr, is living pretty fucking good because he has millions of dollars. He has a beautiful Puerto Rican girlfriend that literally stays up all night making posts about him, spends a whole workday talking about him. Like that nigga is good. He's fine. We all wish he could play football, but he's not hurting right now. He's fucking
you
K.
don't. Hey, we built that nigga up, man. If you can't do nothing without checking in with Kaepernick.
That's all for
That's as simple as that. You can't do nothing at all without
him.
checking in on Kaepernick. And then when anybody that does anything that doesn't include Kaepernick, Eric Reed says something about it. Nessa has a fucking fit.
Ebro.
Everything. Ebro just want to be loved. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
He just want to be down.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody's gonna stop watching football for Cap.
I didn't.
That don't mean that doesn't mean that. I mean, if you want to watch football, watch football. That nigga has no. To me, Kaepernick has no weight to make me stop watching football.
Yep. None at all. Literally none at all. You know what I'm saying? Like I really hope the best for him. I hope the best for all the players. We talk about this shit all the time. We're like the
I
most
don't.
player
I
friendly.
bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I'm gonna slander Eric Reed
Yeah.
every minute of the day.
But we're the most player friendly podcast of all time. We want every player to get money. We want the NFL CBA to give them guaranteed contracts and better health insurance and fucking deal with the CTE. We want all that for all these players. You know what I'm saying? But after it gets to a certain point where come on, man, come on, you know, this is what Rock Nation was brought in to do. What they do best. Does it look kind of funny? Does it seem kind of weird? Yes. But Jay Z, more than probably damn near any rich motherfucker in hip hop culture, in our culture, has earned at least some time to see what the fuck is they
Bro,
doing.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. If Jay Z advocates for the players in the CBA, oh man, it's gonna get ugly. That cap
Yeah,
shit's gonna go quick.
yeah, but come on. How would Jay Z know how to do that? It's not like he has his company knows how to negotiate contracts. It's not like they're
Yeah,
like a sporting
successful
agency company.
business.
Oh,
Successful business
oh,
and shit. I'm telling you, bro,
wow.
if Jay Z negotiates the CB, help them boys negotiate the
Mm.
CBA, all that fuck Jay Z talk is gonna go out the fucking window from players.
And like, if you're an NFL player and you are doing good for your community, it's not like Jay Z and Rock Nation would know how to illuminate that and kind of broadcast it to, I mean, it's not like the NFL isn't the most watched thing on television at this point. You know, I mean, to me, it makes sense when you think about it, when you take the emotion of Kaepernick out of it, it makes fucking sense. And you just gotta hope, or I guess rely on Jay Z being a fucking adult and being able to know if the NFL is fucking around, and if they are, he has an out to get the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? And say that this partnership is no more. And that's it, man. That's it. Anything else you want to add, Kwame West?
I appreciate y'all, man. Needed that.
All right. How you feeling, Julius Rock?
I'm feeling great.
All right. So let's talk about this before we go. Fucking. Uh. Give me 1 second. Hold on.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Give me 1 second. Let's talk about my son. Oh, where'd it go? Where's my nigga at? Fucking. Let's talk about Dick Cheney going to a Trump fundraiser. Do y'all know what this means?
Nah.
Trump is
It's
gonna
the end
shoot
of the.
somebody and get away with it.
It's over. Like the fucking shit is over. Like it's fucking over. It's done. You know what I'm saying? Like if Dick Cheney gets with Donald Trump, that's all the Republicans right there. You know what I'm saying? That's old Republicans. That's these new Republicans. I think Trump has been what the Republican Party, or at least the heads of the Republican Party, wishes they could be for years. You know what I mean? Just openly racist, openly stupid. You know, poor fucking like North Korea is still testing nuclear bombs. Iran's testing nuclear bombs.
Mm-hmm.
Like climate change is like killing niggas, giving them fucking flesh-eating bacteria just for touching the water. Fucking New Jersey is getting Flint, which means the water is no longer clean.
Oh, I
Niggas
saw that
can't
on the
drink
news.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fucking we're heading for another recession. You know what I mean? He's added trillions of debt that fucking Obama got rid of. It's like really about to be over. Like really, what's about to happen is a war is gonna break out, and Trump is gonna get reelected. And you know what? You know whose fault it is? These motherfucking baby boomers. It's all their goddamn fault. It is.
Mm-hmm.
It's their fault. Trump is a baby boomer. Fucking Hillary, Bill, George Bush, like fucking everybody. Joe Biden, trash ass, is a baby boomer. It's like the niggas that was born in the 40s have lived long enough to just trash this earth and let it all die out, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So my advice to you motherfuckers, get your money together and just, maybe see if you can leave the country. You know what I mean?
Yep.
See what that could pop off, man. Anything else I want to talk about? Antonio Brown still not playing. You worried about that?
Don't the nigga got like frostbite on his feet or some shit?
Nah,
Yeah.
the fucking GM came out and said, "Yo, either he with us or against us, or he in and out."
I gotta watch Hard Knocks. I
I
slack.
think Antonio Brown bipolar, bro.
You think he got a disease?
Yeah,
Oh no! Oh man,
yeah,
that sucks,
I think
bro.
bipolar, bro. That's just, you know what I mean. That's just me. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
bipolar roller.
Yeah, bro. You know what I mean? The nigga just wilding.
Yeah.
You say he doesn't want to play, and I think that's shocking to find out because you would think he would want to play.
He don't
You
want
know?
that nigga don't want to play, bro. I think when that nigga said I don't have to play football, that told me all I need to hear. He just wanted to find a way to keep the money. I think he's trying to look for a way to keep the money.
But didn't he say that he had money? He should just fucking retire. You know?
Yeah, but you got 19. If you retire, you gotta give 19 back.
And nobody wants to get that money back, boy. They want to keep that shit.
They re-up the nigga. The nigga realized, damn, I don't even want to be in this bitch.
Nigga said, I don't even like Oakland like that. Oh, that's what you talking about. Time for Antonio Brown to be all in, all out.
Niggas about to be 6-10, 4-12. Nigga went for the 10 games a year. Big Ben, to Derek Carr. Shit wasn't crack that we want to be. So
the Raiders general manager Mike Mayock said AB is not here today. Here's the bottom line. He's upset about the helmet issue. We have supported that. We appreciate that. But at this point, we've pretty much exhausted all avenues of relief. So from our perspective, it's time for him to be all in or all out.
But
I
that nigga
hate
ain't got no juice, bro. That nigga
I
ain't. Come
I
on.
hate niggas. I hate their wide noses. Wow, this is jeez, I can't believe the white man said this. This is crazy. I hate their big lips. Wow. Send them back to Africa. Jesus Christ. All right. Anything else before we wrap up? I feel good. How we feeling, guys?
I'm good,
Feel
man.
good, man.
Feeling good, man. Listen, man. Stay black, stay beautiful. Literally, Trump is about to kill us all. So, if you live in Iowa, South Carolina, or where any of the caucuses are, please vote for Andrew Yang. Vote for Bernie. Don't vote for Joe Biden, please. For the love of God, don't give us Joe Biden. That nigga's too old. He's about to die. He's sickly. He's trash. But other than that, I think we're good. Let's wrap it up. Barbershop mentality.
Peace.
Yeah.